That was Tony Braxton. So I don't know how much anticipated it was, but the anticipated announcement of Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, not throwing his ring in a bid for the presidency, for the Republican nomination for president. It's interesting how he did it. First off, his announcement was delayed because he wanted to get his legislative agenda, in other words, his entree into the political arena, his entree into running for president. He wanted to get his political agenda, his legislative slate done. And where he did it was interesting because he did it with Elon Musk, who is a racist too. And Elon Musk owns Twitter. Ron DeSantis decided to make his announcement on Twitter. It's interesting because Twitter nobody advertises on it anymore because some of the things that Elon Musk has said has been so racially problematic that they can't even get advertising anymore. And he doesn't seem to care. He seems to truck in lies and racism. And that is interesting that Ron DeSantis chose that medium to announce his candidacy. He waited, like I said earlier, for his latest legislative agenda. And what was that agenda? He passed a bill recently that made it illegal for immigrants to come. If immigrants come to Florida with a out-of-state license, they will not recognize that license. Not only that, if you are harboring an immigrant or work with them, you can be held criminally liable. So he was very proud of that agenda. He also was very proud of passing the most restrictive abortion law in the country, a 6-week abortion ban. He was also very proud of the fact that he made it unfettered access to guns. No, you don't have to have a license. You don't have to have a background check. You can go purchase a gun and you can carry it. Just walk around with a gun. He also has banned Black history. He has also made diversity and inclusion. He's abolished that. He has decided to make transgender children who want to transition, making that hard. Also has a bill in place that can take trans children away from their parents, which is interesting. So you would take trans children away from their parents who love them to a bureaucracy who has nothing but disdain for them. He also decided to get into a fight with Disney. So he has, and this is the thing that he was waiting to do to throw his hat into the ring for presidency. Now, all the things he's done, making immigrants hard for immigrants to come there and to work there and to criminalize people who associate with them, to criminalize a woman, to make a restrictive abortion law, to all of a sudden make it easier to walk around with a gun, to ban books, I didn't even mention that, to ban Black history, to ban diversity and inclusion, to make it impossible to be gay or transgender, or harder to be gay and transgender. Who is that for? Who is that for? Who benefits for that? Because this is so that he can siphon off the racist base of Donald Trump. That's exactly what it's for. And in the end, if he is successful and becomes a nominee, which I highly doubt that he will pretend like none of this matters. But this is a vie for white supremacy. Ron DeSantis is a smarter, younger Donald Trump. He's Donald Trump without the game show. Name me one thing in that agenda, from banning Black history to banning books to making sure women can't have abortions at 6 weeks to not saying gay to making it impossible for immigrants to work there and to arrest people that harbor them to getting to a fight with Disney. What makes that? What conceivably make the average American's life better? What he's trying to do is for the primary. He knows that's very racist and very, very nationalistic. It's very racist, and in order to win that nomination, he is catering to a specific mentality. And that is a mentality who believes that white men should be in charge, that everything else should be supplanted. Name me one thing in that legislative agenda that he is so proud of that it helps anybody else but white supremacists. Anybody else. How does banning books about Black history, how does banning the speech by Amanda Gorman that she gave when inaugurating Joe Biden, how did that help? That is all to make racist white men feel good so that they'll take votes away from Trump and vote for him. And then he'll pretend like none of this mattered. It did. His candidacy, and where did he do it at? With Elon Musk, another noted racist. So you could pretend like you don't understand what's happening. And who did he attack? Blacks and Latins and women's rights. The only thing he gave instead of taking was the right to have unfettered access to a weapon. And it's for a specific reason. And then get into a fight with Disney to prove how well he says it's a place where woke goes to die, Florida. It's a place where reason and freedom go to die. Out of all that, he chose a fight with Disney. And he doesn't want, apparently, gays being able to live as they please. He don't want black to learn their history. He don't want women to have autonomy of their body. It is indeed a very small, and he wants to fight with Disney. It is indeed a very small world. But the way he's legislating, the things he wants done, it's a small white world that DeSantis wants. That's a little note from a GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.